In a peaceful green valley surrounded by tall trees and blooming wildflowers, lived a young rabbit named Nibbles. He was not like the other rabbits. While the others were quiet, helpful, and well-behaved, Nibbles was full of energy and mischief. His soft gray fur looked like morning mist, his long ears were always twitching, and his bright blue eyes sparkled with curiosity. Every morning, while the rest of the rabbits tidied the burrow or gathered food, Nibbles would sneak away with a grin. "I'm off to explore," he would whisper. "Maybe I'll nibble something tasty." His favorite place was Farmer Tilly's garden, a magical patch filled with the juiciest carrots, plump tomatoes, crunchy lettuce, and tall sunflowers that danced in the breeze. Nibbles was a master of sneaking. He would slip under the old wooden fence, tiptoe between the rows of vegetables, and pick the biggest carrot he could find. Just one nibble, he always told himself, but it never was. Soon there would be a trail of half-eaten carrots behind him, and he'd be munching away happily until a sudden sound made his ears stand straight. One day, just as he finished a particularly sweet carrot, a loud bark echoed through the garden. It was Buster, Farmer Tilly's sheepdog. Nibbles froze, then darted between tomato plants, rolled past the peas, and leapt over the cabbages. He reached the fence just in time, heart pounding, with a carrot still clutched in his mouth. Back at the burrow, the young rabbits gathered around him in awe. "Tell us what happened," they begged. Nibbles puffed out his chest and told the story with flair, adding a few extra twists to make it even more exciting. The younger rabbits laughed and clapped, but the elders only shook their heads. "One day, Nibbles," they warned, "your tricks will land you in trouble." Nibbles only winked. "Not today," he said. The next morning, Nibbles returned to the garden with confidence, but something was different. As he reached for a huge carrot, a trap snapped. A net flew up from the ground and caught him. He struggled and kicked, but he was stuck. "Oh no," he muttered, "this really is the day." Footsteps approached. Nibbles braced himself, but instead of angry shouting, he heard a gentle laugh. A young girl with curly red hair and freckles knelt beside him. "Look, Grandpa. It's the naughty little rabbit." Farmer Tilly stood behind her, frowning but not angry. The girl gently cut the net and set Nibbles free. "He's too cute to be mad at," she said with a smile. "Let's make a special patch just for him, so he doesn't have to steal." From that day on, a small corner of the garden had a wooden sign that read, "For Nibbles." The rabbit visited often, munching happily, and even bringing carrots back to share. He still had adventures and told daring tales, but now there was kindness in his heart and a little less mischief in his steps. Even the naughtiest rabbit knows when he's been given a second chance.